Again, Rivers local government crisis. NLC and TUC ask police to vacate secretariat. Exactly. They should leave the secretariat because now what they're doing is looking for a way to declare state of emergency in Rivers State. There's nothing there. The people will secure their local government councils, and all those miscreants that call themselves ex-chairmen will not be able to come near. So let the IGP not come and tell us that they are there to maintain law and order. That is his story. They are just occupying those places to make the state ungovernable for Fubara. That is what they are trying to do. But now that NLC and TUC have stepped into the matter, let's see where it will go. The Nigerian Labour Congress NLC and the Trade Union Congress TUC in Rivers State are asking the police who have taken over local government secretariats in the state to vacate their council premises. They made the demand following an emergency state administrative council meeting at the NLC Secretariat in Port Harcourt, the Rivers State capital, on Friday. The meeting addressed three key issues: the constitution and inauguration of critical committees in the 23 local government areas, the call by the All Progressive Congress to state of emergency in the state, and the police takeover of council secretariat. So NLC chairman in Rivers State, Ernest Agwangwa, acknowledged the police effort to maintain peace, but stated that denying workers access to their offices is a breach of their rights. So he urged the Inspector General of Police, Kaide Betokun, to instruct the Rivers State Commissioner of Police, Olatunji Disu, to grant workers access to their offices to carry out their legitimate duties. So the labor group warned that if their appeal is ignored, they will mobilize their members to reclaim their offices. So regarding the APC's call for a state of emergency, the NLC chief said such a demand is not in best interest of the state. The TUC chairman, Ikechukwu Onyefuru, also provided insight on why it is illogical to call for a state of emergency in Rivers State. Exactly. So the thing here is that this is called siege. They have laid siege against Fubara in Rivers State. And this trigger is coming from Tinubu and Wike, okay, orchestrated by 27 lawmakers in Rivers State, the ex-local government chairmen that have just been, that their tenures have just expired, and then the APC in Rivers State led by Tony Okocha, who is the acting party chairman of APC in Rivers State. All these are forces that have come together to fight Fubara in that state. And then they are not going to win because the people of Rivers State, the electorate who actually possesses the electoral power, have said they are in support of Fubara. And these people should give them space. Unfortunately, I don't know why this government is trying to meddle. The federal government is trying to meddle with state affairs in a manner that is not in the best interest of the state. Okay, the same thing they are doing in Rivers State is what they are doing in Kano State. Now look at what is happening in Kano. Okay, Emir Ado Bayero, who has been deposed and dethroned, is now using the federal might through Ganduje to use federal high court and the police to protect himself, even when the traditional law in the state has been updated, and then the old law has been repealed. Now they are still using federal might. What business has Tinubu? What business has Federal High Court? What business has IGP got to do with the Traditional Rulers Council or Traditional Rulers Council law in Kano State? Now that state is now in a condition that anything can happen anytime. Now the same thing now in Rivers State, that now they are trying to generate a state of emergency condition so I can take over that state. And I'm sure what the APC is trying to do is to possess Rivers State because of the oil-rich revenue that is coming from the state, and then to possess Kano State because of the perceived high number of electorate that they use the Kano State. They say they use Kano State to swing national elections. I don't know how possible that is, because in the last 2023 election, we saw a lot of underage children. They just wear Babariga on them, and the whole commissioner of police in Kano State is saying that he cannot look at them and use that to determine their age, whether they are children or not. A whole commissioner of police, how can somebody lie to that level. So that is to tell you that APC government is looking for a way to destabilize and possess Kano State and Rivers State. And they have to be very careful because these two states are very delicate, very volatile, and anything can happen in these two states. They know that Kano State, when the crisis starts, there's something they will do. Okay? And then they also know that in Rivers State, in fact, the boys will just enter the creek and shut down all the oil facilities. And then the country will start sneezing and coughing economically. So I think Tinubu should understand the economic implication of River State and the political implication, or security implication of Kano State. And these two places are not joke. Okay, so whatever APC is trying to do to possess these two states, you have to be very careful. And that is why Debo Ologunagba has said that APC is plotting to use state of emergency to take over Rivers State by force. And that will be highly resisted by the party, by the PDP, because that is not, there's no place for state of emergency in Rivers State. The people of Rivers are not telling you that they're in the state of emergency. So why are you trying to generate one? So they have to know that these two states are very, very delicate. Now we are seeing what is happening in Edo State, both APC, PDP. I don't know. Now the PDP legacy group led by Dan Obe and Philip Shaibu and Ogbede Hama, these are the key PDP people in Edo State. They're in Edo State and they're working for APC, just like Mwike is in PDP and they're working for APC as well. So they're just destroying PDP at various states and at the national level. And that is why Kenga Gochinyere, among the G60 House of Rep members, PDP, trying to make sure that they wade into the issue in Rivers State so that, they don't lose that state. So it is obvious that APC is looking for a way to do something and claim the state. Now, TUC has warned that if that siege is not stopped, and if IGP does not tell the Commissioner of Police in Rivers State to pave way for the workers to enter the local government councils and do their job, then they will mobilize and resist them seriously, and they will get access into their offices to do their job. Why? What has IGP got to do with what is happening in Rivers State? They have to be very careful, because that matter can escalate to a point where they will not be able to manage it. And I don't think that is what Tinubu wants. I don't think that is what the state wants, and I don't think that is what the Commissioner of Police wants. So they have to be very, very careful and allow peace to reign. You cannot stay there and lay siege in people's office in the name of maintaining law and order. That doesn't make sense. It doesn't jive. It doesn't jive at all. So thank you for listening. Let's have a comment. That is what TUC and the NLC branch of Rivers State is demanding from the IGP for the workers to have access to their offices in all the local government secretariats of the Rivers State.